Hello everyone, welcome back. It's time to move to another planet, and this time we will travel to Wilds of Eldraine. This is a very unusual deck, maybe a little bit unorthodox, because we will playing with aura tokens and the bargain ability. This means we have a lot of creatures that produces aura tokens attached to themselves or to other creatures. Sometimes it's an advantage for them to have an aura attached, but with other creatures and spells we can also remove those auras, and when we do, we can enhance the spell. In combination with those cards, this leads to some awesome and unexpected outcomes for you guys. It's really cool to see what's possible with this deck, and we can also build some crazy block decks. At the center of this deck is our Spellbook Vendor, one of my favorite cards in the set, because this creature removes and creates aura tokens and enhances our creatures. It also makes this deck very smooth, because when the creatures attack, they can scribe for 1, so we can also prepare for the next round even better. The next very pivotal creature is our Warlock Ariad, who has a big impact depending on how many auras are on the battlefield. For each aura attached to our creatures, our opponent loses that much life and we gain that much life. Spiteful Hexmage is a great addition to those two cards. It's a creature for just 1 mana. Actually it's a 3/2 creature, but when it enters the battlefield we have to attach an aura token to any of our creatures and it becomes a base 1/1 creature. Just like our Frog Prince with Lifelink here for 3 mana. Also, for the early game we also use Hopeful Vigil. For 2 mana we create a Knight token with Vigilance 2/2, and then we have also Virtue of Loyalty for also 2 mana. We will create a 2/2 white Knight creature token with Vigilance. But here's the hack: we can remove those tokens with Spellbook Vendor by paying 1 mana to attach a different aura. That makes them creatures with their usual base power and toughness, plus the aura token gives them +1/+1, plus Scry when they attack. But we also have a lot of other great spells like Candy Grapple, where we can sacrifice the negative aura token. Instead of giving -3/-3, it gives -5/-5 to an opponent's creature. We have also Rowan's Grim Surge here, 2 copies, where we can do the same, sacrifice the negative aura token, look at the top 4 cards of our library, put 2 into the graveyard and draw 2. Then we have also Archon's Glory for just 1 mana. Also has the ability Bargain, and instead of only giving +2/+2, it also gives Flying and Lifelink. And the best thing here is that we can also sacrifice, for example, Hopeful Vigil for 2 mana it costs, and it will trigger its ability to scry. So instead of paying the 3 mana here, we can do that almost for free. As I said, the Vendor is one of my favorite cards in this deck because it distributes auras for just 1 mana, and I love that it also has scry. Sometimes the opponent wants to get rid of it, so we include Not That After All to bring it back to the battlefield if the opponent uses removal spells. Glass Casket is another great card to exile creatures with mana value 3 or less. Then we also have Neva, Stalked by Nightmares, also can bring creatures back to our hand from the graveyard, and whenever an enchantment we control goes to the graveyard, she gets a +1/+1 counter, and we can also scry. And yeah, also we can bring the enchantment card back. Besides Spellbook Vendor, another creature I like to bring back is the Stockpiling Celebrant. To get rid of really huge creatures, you cannot only use Candy Grapple, Virtue of Persistence or Glass Casket. So here's the thing: we can combine Stockpiling Celebrant with the Enchantment Saga, the Princess Takes Flight. When the saga enters the battlefield, we can exile up to 1 target creature, and in basically all cases we target the opponent's creature, and if we have enough mana we cast Stockpiling Celebrant to bring the saga back to our hand in the same turn. So the opponent will not have any chance to just destroy this enchantment. And the opponent's creature, here's the thing, the opponent's creature doesn't return to the battlefield. No, it stays exiled forever. So that's sometimes very unexpected for the opponent. Also, it's very fun to combine those 2 cards together. And as I said, we can do that a couple of times because Neva can bring either the creature or the enchantment back to our hand. The last creature here is the Archon of the Wild Rose for 4 mana, which is a game changer, because every creature with an aura attached becomes a creature with base power 4/4 with flying. So at this point, with some creatures that have auras and flying, we should be able to win the game. In Wilds of Eldraine, like every kingdom, there's a unique and very powerful enchantment. For our deck, we have the Virtue of Loyalty enchantment, which produces the Knight token, but for 5 mana, all our creatures get +1/+1 counter at the beginning of our end step, and we untap them all. In my opinion, this enchantment is so powerful. It's just an incredible card, because already in turn 5 we can boost our creatures immensely. The other enchantment is Virtue of Persistence. The downside here is that the first spell can only be cast as a sorcery, not an instant. And for 7 mana at the beginning of our upkeep, we can put a creature from our or our opponent's graveyard back onto the battlefield under our control. It's very expensive and it takes around 8 turns, assuming we have all the lands of course, to benefit from that. In total we have 24 lands, as usual for a block deck, 10 plains, 10 swamps, and I really like the dual land Restless Fortress, so we have here 4 copies of that. It becomes a 1/4 creature, but the great thing is, whenever it attacks, the opponent loses 2 life just when we declare it as an attacker. So yeah, it's also not easy to remove this creature, because since the toughness is 4, yeah, you need like a creature, 2 creatures or with Death Touch for example. So yeah, it's not really easy, and since Restless Fortress only has power 1, it's not actually about dealing damage, it's more about attacking and draining 2 life from the opponent. In my opinion, Magic really shows what incredible decks you can build here with all the fairy tale vibes. I really enjoy playing this deck, so let's play some games. So here we go, we are playing against Rascally Rogue. We start the game, we have 2 copies of Spellbook Vendor, also we have 3 lands, that's great, yeah, that's a very decent hand. Also we have Glass Casket, so we can just get rid of a small creature from the opponent. And yeah, I think we'll just start the game by playing Spellbook Vendor. Next turn we can also use its ability, attach an aura token to it. Magebane Lizard, whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, this creature deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spells they have cast this turn. So it means whenever a player, also it targets us, I think we should use Glass Casket, so we will just get rid of the Lizard, I believe, because it's a Rakdos deck. The strategy of this deck somehow is, yeah, to deal damage to the opponent, means us, directly, so I think it's a good choice to get rid of this Lizard. There might be some other similar creatures like this Lizard, and of course Rakdos deck has also some burn spells. Here we have another copy of the Lizard, and another Lizard, Hired Claw. Oh, are we playing against the Lizard deck? That would be great. I have actually never played against the Lizard deck, so I think we'll just will not pay any mana, we'll just attack. Hopefully the opponent will just block with the Lizard with toughness 4, so we can also cast Archon's Glory, attach it, and I think we will just also remove the aura token from the vendor, because in this case it's better to get some life points also, because they will always aim at us. Whenever you attack with 1 or more lizards, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. So I think they're playing a Lizard deck. Yeah, Lizard. Another Lizard Warlock, great, whenever a player casts their second spell each turn. Okay, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponent, yeah, so as I thought, they are always aiming at us. So 2 damage, so the good thing is we have another copy of Archon's Glory, so then we will receive more life points, maybe it will be a little bit critical at the end. So let's remove this Lizard from the battlefield and we will attack. Ah, that's great. A tribal Lizard deck, and here we have Gaff Scald Scorch. So in this case we are going to block the Claw. Yeah, they might have something Scales of Shale. Even the instant spell is related to lizards. That's great, awesome. So I think we should... Shall we cast another Spellbook Vendor? Or maybe we have also the Candy Grapple. Maybe to kill the Gaff scaled Scorch wouldn't be bad. Affinity to lizards. Ward, pay 2 life. Other creatures you control enter with an additional +1/+1 counter if we lost life. Okay, so I think we'll just get rid of this creature. We'll pay 2 life points. Yeah, Archon's Glory is great that we have this card. Also, we can just we can sacrifice the Enchantment Saga here, and we will receive 6 life points. We have an army full of spellbook vendors here. Creates a lot of tokens. Also, if this creature dies, it will create some more tokens. Haste. Target creature receives +1/+0. Alright. Can be a little bit tricky. We have to be careful. They can always enhance their creatures by tapping those tokens. Hellspur Post Boss. Another copy creates 2 more tokens. Yeah, the problem is those also have haste, so they can just enhance those creatures. For example, the Hired Claw. That's... I think we'll just let them attack us. We are down to 15. Yeah, of course they are not attacking with all the creatures. They assume that we might have something on our hand. Yeah, the Frog Prince also has lifelink, but first we have to also remove the negative aura token from that. Yeah, which one of these we can kill? Let me see. Yeah, the problem is we have only 3 lands. Yeah, we are very limited right now. So I think we'll just attack. And we can also equip one of these with the aura token, and let's attack. No more. Yeah, the most important thing is because the aura is attached to the spellbook vendor, we can always scry. So it's important to see what cards we can draw next turn. Yeah, I think that's a good trade here. Yeah, we have to get rid of those with those tokens, because it can be also unpredictable if they are tapping them, and we only have 15 life points. So bam bam. Oh, they are attacking. So, because they have dealt damage to us. It will receive a +1/+1 counter. So yeah. Here we have the planes, great. So the Frog Prince or the Spellbook Vendor. I think the Spellbook Vendor is more important here. So we can also use the ability twice here. Both will have 3/3. Also this one, and we can attack. Doesn't matter if we will deal damage or not. Stockpiling Celebrant. Yeah, we'll take that, because we can just bring another card from our library. From the graveyard. Fireglass Mentor. 2/1. Yeah, they're always aiming at us. The Hired Claw can be very bad for us if we are not getting rid of this card right now. So Fireglass Mentor, they can exile. Yeah, they only have the mountain and the other spell, the instant. So they have chosen the land. So let's cast the Frog Prince. We can also remove this aura, this negative one, and it will be a 4/4 creature. So yeah, we will attack. Let's see if they are going to sacrifice the... no, we don't need the Restless Fortress. Fireglass Mentor. I don't think, because they can... Okay, they do that. So we'll deal here 1 damage, 2 damage to the... Yeah, that's fine. They also don't have any cards in their hand. Looks pretty good right now. Yeah, very unlucky. Oh, great. We have a red of the Charmed Apple, so we will receive 1 life point also, and they will lose 1 life point for each aura that we control. So yeah, let me also know in the comments below if you want to see more those best of 3 games. Or I will just move forward to the next deck. I'm not sure which one I will just try out. But I think I have, yeah, those episodes with the Aura Bargain deck. I think it's enough. Down to 4. But yeah, if you want more, because with this deck, GG, with this deck we have reached the gold rank. I mean, yeah, I have also a few episodes with that. I think there is also a best of 3 against the Saddle Up deck, and I'm not sure if I will also upload this, but if you want, I will just do that. I really enjoy playing against those tribal decks or those block decks. So I think the problem is the Lizard deck can be very fast. What changes we can do here? Yeah, I mean, Neva is really expensive for mana, and also, I mean, Virtue of Persistence. Now we will keep that because we can also deal -3/-3. And which one? Those are all great. I mean, Archon's Glory we have to keep, of course, because of the life link ability. Expel, Stockpiling Celebrant, maybe discard, we can also leave here, and yeah, 60 cards, that's great. So, I mean, this Lizard deck is fantastic. Maybe I will also do a Lizard deck, because in the set Bloomburrow, it's also possible to make a Lizard tribal deck. Yeah, Lizard block deck actually. So, yeah, we have a lot of lands, but that's fine. Offspring 2 landfall whenever a land you control enters. This creature does... okay. And the good thing is, I mean, we have Ariat, so Ariat also has a lot of, yeah, high toughness. Perfect, so here we have the Spiteful Hexmage, but I think we should go with... Now let's go with the Spiteful Hexmage, because for the opponent it's not a threat, it just has it's just 1/1 creature. Yeah, they are dealing a lot of damage. So you can see, I mean, I really like this strategy. Ariat. And we will also attack. And we will also receive some life points, so hopefully they will not kill Ariat here so fast. Valley Flamecaller. Yeah, the question is, we could also remove this aura token, but the problem is we will not gain any life points anymore. So, tricky. So we'll do nothing, because Rowan's Grim Surge is an instant. And we'll just wait and see what the opponent is going to do. Okay, here we have again Gaff, Scaled Scorch, Landfall. I mean, look at this Lizard army here. So yeah, I think we'll just sacrifice it. And let's see, I mean, Candy Grapple, we need to We need the Candy Grapple and the Virtue of Persistence. So then we can kill 2 creatures. Candy Grapple, Yeah, here we have to pay 2 life points. Oh, and of course, yeah, whenever they cast a Lizard spell, it also deals 1 damage to us. So... And this one also... I mean, the Valley Flamecaller, I think we'll just get rid of that creature next turn. Because instead of 1 damage, we will also receive an additional damage. And here we have the Cursed Courtier. And let's attack. We'll put some pressure on the opponent. And yeah, looks good. We still have 13 life points. Unstoppable Slasher. With Death Touch. So yeah, we also have Neva, Stalked by Nightmares and Hopeful Vigil, so we can also scry. Yeah, the Flamecaller seems to be a very interesting card. It really suits to the other lizards. Whenever you cast a lizard spell, it does 1 damage. And then combined together with the Flamecaller, it deals even more damage. I mean, that's a very interesting strategy. So I will just take a look. Maybe it would be possible to create a lizard deck, because yeah, it needs some time to gather all the to collect all the other cards, especially when you don't have the season pass. Yeah, I mean, at the beginning it was very close, but yeah, they were just unlucky. I think they didn't draw the cards they wanted. So yeah, GG. I mean, it's an amazing deck, the Lizard deck. The Flamecaller, also the where is it, Gaff? The Scale Scorch, Hearthborn Battler. So I'm really excited to see also a block deck with those cards. So yeah, so this was the episode. Best of 3 against Lizard deck. If you like the format, I'm just playing with block decks. Please subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye.